Hi, this is John from Bear Bull Traders, and I want to discuss my best and worst trade for 9 August 2021. As always, if you could like this video or subscribe to this channel, we really appreciate it. Let's take a look at what we did today. My worst trade today was on Futu. This was a high day break trade where the high day was 107.96. The volume at entry was 600,000 shares and the RVOL was about 70%. I will say right off the bat, Futu is a difficult stock to trade. It is unusual in its volatility for its price. So you could look at other stocks that are priced around, just over $100. They will not move as much as Futu or often have as big a spread. So it can be tricky. It can give you good gains, but you really have to respect it. Also, I think today there are just better stocks to watch on my list. I think I should have been more patient. I don't think Futu is where I should have been at, and that's really what plays into this being my worst trade. It's really about stock selection here. It did have a nice high day near the dollar level of 108. So you can see it's at 107.96. It's within 4 cents. I prefer to trade stocks on the break of their dollar levels. So it had that going for it. Also had a high day above R3. That's this red line here. And R3 can be a good breakout level to try to get a run to R4. This is a Camarilla pivot point, which I'm referring to. So I like that as well. And when I entered, it had a great volume spike. So I saw the volume picking up a bit actually before I entered. Actually, the volume bar before I entered is the second highest, or excuse me, it's the highest of the day. It's just a bit higher than the opening bar. That really caught my eye. And then after I entered, that volume kept continuing, so that was a good sign. The SPY had maybe been putting in a small reversal in my direction just prior to my entry, so I would have entered on this SPY candle here, and at the time it did not look so red. I got an entry at 107.95, which is a great entry below 108. The SPY pulled back a bit hard after my entry though, and I think perhaps I did have a bit of a run going on this, but then it just wouldn't move, and I think maybe that was influenced a bit by the SPY drop. Because again, we're talking about a non-catalytic stock, and it's going to react to the markets a bit more than other stocks. So like I said, the volume held, which is a good sign, but the price would not move, which is a very bad sign. So again, let's go back and look at this. The highest volume bar of the day before our entry, that's a great sign as it makes a move up to the high of day. You enter and that volume continues, but the price won't move. That's a bad sign. As you see the volume actually increase to be an even higher volume bar of the day, you're looking for this price to run, and that's what you want to happen. That's kind of what should be happening if it's going to be a true breakout. And this hesitancy to move should make you very, very nervous. And I was out on the next candle at 107.86. My best trade, I guess there are two trades here, but the second one here would be technically my best, but let's take a look at these. These are both square high day break trades. High day 1 is 274.89, high day 2 is 279.66. The volumes respectively were 1.5 million and 2.8 million, and the RVOLs were 130 and 140, 130 and 140%. So the first high day is just a bit shy of a nice high day near a 275 $5 level. So I'm not going to say this is like it's not as close as Futu was. I'd like to see this above 274.90, and it's just a bit shy of that. So not great. Let's not call that out as like a reason to enter the trade. Also just below the previous close, which I prefer not to see. So I really don't like trading up into the previous close. The reason I did is going to be, again, like Futu, it's going to come down to volume. So great volume profile and SPY trend. So look at the volume picking up. You got 3 white steps here, and then the third step, which is where I took my entry, is actually the highest volume. Second highest volume bar of the day, but nearly as high as the opening bar. So great volume sign, nice stepping up pattern as it moves up to its high day. And the SPY was very nicely in my direction as I took this trade, so that was great. I got an entry at 275.25, so that's on the break of 275, this $5 level, and the break of the previous close of 275.10, which is this black dotted line here. So you're above those two important levels. Okay to take an entry there. Again, the volume was the highest of the day. So I'm holding for pre-market high. That's where I want to get my move to. Excuse me, not the highest of the day. It's the second highest volume bar of the day. Said that twice. But in either case, this is great looking volume, and I'm looking for a move up to the pre-market high. This is this magenta dotted line here, and couldn't quite get it. I was all out at 275.16. And then I took a re-entry at 279.67, where the high of day was now 279.66. Again, like Futu, above R3. And now this is why I keep saying this. This was the highest volume bar of the day, not this one. This was the second highest. Now I'm entering on the actual highest volume bar of the day, which is a great sign, a great move up to the high of day. And I'm just looking for that volume to push this price and continue. And I got a bit of that action here. So I got a 50% partial at 280.94 up here near the $1 level of 281. And I was out at 279.59 near my entry. So what you're looking for is, you know, on a trade like this, you're all the way out at, what time is this? This is 11 in the morning, I think it was. So 41 minutes after the open, you're seeing the highest volume bar of the day, higher than the opening volume bar. That's a great sign. You're looking for this pump in volume to continue. It could be interest that you weren't expecting, and you're hoping to just get a good run. And we got the beginning of that, and then it pulled back. And you see it held a bit near my entry and tried to make another run. It got a bit above my first partial, and then it would have come back down and stopped me out anyway. But yeah, good examples here on Futu and Square of, you know, take good volume and try to ride it and see where it will take you. And like on Futu, when you get great volume and it refuses to move the price, then take your exit because it's a danger sign. But both of these Square trades actually got a move. This first one got a move up near 277 where I would have taken my first partial. I couldn't quite get it and came back to break even. But this next one, this surging volume pushed it nicely. So it's just a matter of knowing how long to stay in and knowing, you know, what to expect from good volume and what looks like a danger sign. So anyway, I've talked too long. I hope you guys had a great day. I will talk to everyone next time. Have a great trading day. Bye-bye.